Hey, see every time I'm up and something comes along, I try to find no words to put it in the song.
Our group decided to observe the way YouTube can function as an effective marketing tool for musicians to gain exposure. While YouTube does allow musicians to upload and advertise their own videos, we found many musicians who do not yet have or need videos are using other internet sites to display their music. The main competitor is MySpace. MySpace is more effective in communicating with a direct audience, seeming more personal. In comparing these two sites, we're able to see how bands try to gain the maximum amount of exposure in a short amount of time.
Yeah, one more time.
Regarding the channels sections of YouTube and MySpace, the two are alike in that they both contain links that reorganize channels based on the type of video, the post date, and the most viewed or subscribed to. Yet MySpace goes one step further by providing an option particularly for musicians, which is similar to a regular personal profile, but it adds the ability to post a few songs for users to listen to, put on their own profiles, or in some cases permanently download. Also, bands can post tour dates, their biographies, and personal blogs. The Top Friends section is very beneficial to other bands because it gives them extra advertisement. On YouTube, however, individual channels are the only options bands have. In fact, due to the limited resources YouTube offers, we decided to research if musicians use outside links within their YouTube channels. We found that out of 50 YouTube music channels, 93% have links to either a MySpace page or their own site.
Another interesting factor regarding the YouTube versus MySpace debate is how YouTube is giving away what many would argue their most valuable tool. YouTube is unique for allowing anyone to upload a video of their own for viewing. Therefore, it is interesting how YouTube gives people the option to host their YouTube video on any other site they want by simply using an embedded profile. Now artists can upload videos onto YouTube and put the video on their MySpace account. So, due to the ability to have an embedded YouTube video on virtually any site, YouTube is no longer being the direct source of the video, rather a tool to enhance a MySpace page or a personal web page.
Despite our criticism of YouTube as a marketing tool, there have been a few incidents where YouTube has immensely contributed to the success of a musician. One example is 19-year-old Esme Denters, who started making videos at her computer, which has resulted in her becoming the first artist signed to Justin Timberlake's record label, 10 Man Records. Through YouTube, I contacted unsigned Nick Marsh of Marsh Music, a San Francisco pop electronic solo act, and asked him a few questions about YouTube. In my interview, I asked whether or not YouTube has been an effective mode of exposure for his music, if Marsh has a MySpace music page, and if so, how effective has MySpace been as a means of gaining exposure in contrast to YouTube?
YouTube has, I guess, sort of. It's a nice way to host videos for free, but if you don't tell anyone about it, it's gonna grow dust on the internet. So I guess sort of. You still have to do a ton of stuff yourself to let people know it exists on the internet. Otherwise, no one's gonna find it randomly. But that option is great to host videos for free and whatever videos, live footage, interviews, anything. It's nice to have it on there for free. And then from there, all you do is shoot a link to somebody and they can find it and evaluate you. But yeah, it's definitely been helpful, but there's a lot more to do on top of that. That's not the only step to get some exposure. MySpace has definitely been a lot more effective in promoting myself than YouTube, because there's a lot more than just posting videos. You got MySpace, you can listen to songs, you can see influences, friends, contacts.
In your opinion, what site is more effective, MySpace or YouTube?
MySpace, 1,000%. YouTube is cool for videos. That's kind of it. MySpace is networking. MySpace is networking, and that's why it's so huge. It's taken over everything. Bands don't even have to have websites anymore if they've got a MySpace page. You can put influences, you can post your tracks, You can network and meet. You can meet virtually anyone. If you can meet record executive, or you can meet some 15-year-old fan. It's everything. MySpace is definitely dominating the music scene right now. MySpace is covering a lot of ground for sure right now. They're doing everything. And you can post YouTube videos onto MySpace, so kind of have it all there in one page, one package. YouTube is a place where you can post videos, and you can embed that video into virtually any website now, which is nice. It's kind of like it's like Image Shack. It's just a way to host something that you've done, and you can kind of put it anywhere you want. MySpace is more of it's a permanent page. It's not going anywhere. You can't post a website on something else. Do you plan to use YouTube as a mode of promotion for your music in the future? Why or why not? Certainly, I think. Firstly, I like to grab people in to my MySpace page to start off with. But once they get in there, YouTube is a nice way to host videos. So if I've got live footage or interviews or anything, me just digging around, people might want to see. I can host it on YouTube. People can go directly to YouTube and search for Marshall Public and see live footage. But it's nice. YouTube is also very easy to embed those videos into other sites. So yeah, I plan to continue to use YouTube and MySpace until they're gone, which is kind of scary when you're investing so much into a certain website. So nothing's forever, but yeah, I plan to use those for as long as they're around, and they continue to be free for independent artists.
Right.
Thanks for listening to all the thrilling comments I had to say about YouTube and MySpace. Again, this is Marsh, also known as Public. Check me out on myspace.com/hearmarsh and myspace.com/publicworld. Not to mention Vimby.com, VIMBY.com. Thanks a lot.
We've come to the conclusion that YouTube alone is not a strong enough marketing site for a band. When looking at several musicians' channels, we have noticed that most will direct you to a MySpace page. It seems that MySpace is the most popular site to use for promotions, as it provides both songs and videos in one space with the ability to present a plethora of other information pertaining to the promotion of a band.